Lovie Marie Haynes. I was born at 1532 South 3rd Street. They didn't have but one hospital that colored could go to, but I was closer to going at home. So I've been blessed, wonderfully blessed. We used to have, we called the mourning bench in church. We were Baptists, and that's what they called it. We would all, youngsters, have to go to the mourning bench and seek the Lord. Well, I had an aunt that raised me because my mother died when I was 8. But my daddy took me from my mother when I was 2. Because my mother had tuberculosis, and they didn't want me to stay around her. So they took her, gave me to my aunt who raised me. Meanest woman in the world. Oh boy, she was mean. She weighed 392 pounds, and she could look at her with her eyes and make you do she made you jump hopscotch. But she would get out there and she'd jump rope with us. Little children. I have nothing to regret how God has blessed me to get 92 years old. I can think about the blessings that God has given me through my friends, my relations, and all the organizations that I have been associated with. My happiest times over the years, I've been married twice. And my first husband was a gigolo. He was in the service. And I don't know whether you know what a gigolo is or not, but he was a gigolo. And finally, I got rid of the gigolo, and a girlfriend saw somebody. And it was a gentleman that came there, because we used to play bid whist every weekend. And when I met Mr. Haynes, the first thing he said to me, oh, I can't say what I want to say. I'm taking you and we're going places. And I said, no, I ain't going nowhere with you. I don't know nothing about you. And he said, oh yeah, you going with me. I had never seen the man before in my life, so where I'm going with him. And so, one month after I met him, we was in City Hall getting married. He didn't know whether I was a man or woman. So, and he stayed with me till the Lord taking him away. Don't ask me when he died, because I don't even want to think about it. It's too many good memories. I've been here 57 years. Well, I've lived on Hamilton Avenue for years. And I used to live on Page in Hamilton, in the big house on the corner. And this one was vacant, and I came up and looked at it, and it had more room. And that's the reason I moved in this house, with more room. I was married to Mr. Haynes, and he gave me a beautiful life, and then he died. I have 5 living children. My kids went to Hempstead School down here, and they graduated from there, and they went to Fashawn, and then they went to college. That was a demand of mine, and it was so much of a demand of mine that I wanted my children to go to college because I didn't have the opportunity. Most of the older people that was here when I came here has moved or deceased. And I make the kids respect me. They have to respect me, because I'm going to respect them. I use these things that young people probably haven't heard, like get your up out of this, because I don't want to see you in this anymore. And in the words I say, they listened and they obeyed. At that time, I was into gardening, and then I just said, well, let me put something here that they can come and get some vegetables and eat. If they can't have them to buy, and the money to buy them, they can get it from the garden. Because I just love to do things for people. That's one of the things that God gave me, a desire to help people that I thought needed. But it worked out. I wanted to plant a garden across the street, and I had to go through a lot of red tape to get it too. And it cost me $1 a year to put the garden over there. What's in my garden now? Nothing. But this year, I have decided we just gonna plant. I have 11 boxes over there. We just gonna put flowers. Each one of my friends is gonna take a box and put them a flower bed in it. And the reason I'm saying that, because most of us are getting older, and we're not able, one way or the other, we got a difficulty that we cannot do that anymore. Raising children is very hard, and you got to show them a great deal of love to get them to be obedient, because they like to show out, see how far they can go. And I wouldn't let them go no farther than I have to do my thumb. I belong to the Catholic Church, and I had a happy union with the family church, Catholic Church out here. And I had a great deal of help, because a lot of this I couldn't do on my own. And I thank the man above for their help, their ideas. And I had conversations, I know when someone was telling me right from wrong. Although I'm a joking person, I like to have fun even in talking. And I'm so happy and grateful that I have such good friends. Well, I was over the Mothers Club down there for years, till I was not able to get around anymore. I haven't walked in 2 years. This is my Cadillac. And this Cadillac will take me anywhere I want to go. And through organizations, I have to put them in there. I was able to obtain everything I needed. They built me these ramp out here for me to get up the steps. I haven't suffered for anything. I've been blessed by my friends and the good Lord. Community is wonderful if you communicate with them in the right way. Because I can say some strong words. You don't know me that well. And they listened to me, because I was the Mothers Club down at the Catholic Church. And I listened to the teachers, and they gave me advice about children that they had, and I would abide by their rules. All of them is my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. And I put those pictures up there because You know, sometimes the children want to come to see you. They might have them husbands that don't want to come in to see Grandma. I said, well, I don't need y'all. I look at my family every day, every hour when I'm sitting in there. When I'm not in this window, I'm looking at these pictures, which every grandmother should do. Because that way I can never forget them. And they growing day by day. I sit at this window, and I tell them now, I'm their watchdog. Because if they see me in their window, you better watch out. Because I still got a little mouth. And you sure ain't gonna hit me with it because you got locked up because I'm Everybody know Miss Lovie. And they respect me. Because if they know they don't respect me, I got something for them. And I got the man upstairs in front of me. He ain't gonna let me be hurt, harm, or danger. They say, how you stay in your house all night by yourself? I said, I ain't by myself. God with me. And y'all ain't gonna mess with him. My name is Lovie Haynes. This is my story. Truthfully, I have wonderful friends. I have wonderful neighbors. And I'm not afraid of the forky tail devil. Now what is